friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing really good. It's been such a long time since I recorded a video. I was actually out of town for my cousin's wedding, so I didn't really get any time to record videos. I did post a few pictures of the wedding on my Instagram, so I'll put a link down below, so do check them out. And yeah, it feels so good to be back in front of the camera and recording for you guys. So now coming to today's video, as you can see from the name, it's about an oval brush, a dupe for the Artis oval brush. If you have been seeing a lot of YouTube videos, beauty videos recently, then you would know that a lot of YouTubers have been talking about this Artis oval brush. Now what it is, it's like, it basically looks like a spoon or a toothbrush. It's a big oval brush and it's very different from your regular buffing brushes. So I was really interested to try them out, but they are very expensive. It's like $65 for a single brush, and you also have to pay additional shipping charges for India. So it turns out to be very expensive for a single brush, so I actually dropped that idea. But when I was actually going through the Flipkart website recently, I came across this brush. This is from the brand SRKC or SRKC, I'm not really sure. I'll put a link down below. And this is the big fat oval brush. It comes with this plastic black handle, and it definitely looks like a big spoon or a big toothbrush. So the handle itself is not really sturdy. I feel it could break if I apply a lot of pressure, so I will have to hold it in this way to give it a support at the back. Now these brushes are very different from your normal buffing brushes, and I believe this is for personal use, like when you're doing makeup on yourself. I don't really think this would work if you're doing makeup for someone else. It would be really difficult to work with this. Lately I have been loving my IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush. It has worked really well for me and gives a very nice finish, and it applies the foundation really well. And I've also mentioned it in one of my previous videos, which is a Piku inspired makeup tutorial. So I'll put a link on that down below, so do check that out. And definitely I love my beauty blender. It's my all-time favorite. It gives the most flawless result. So I was really curious to try this, and it looks really interesting. Now coming to the brush, you can see that it is densely packed. It is very dense. There are a lot of fibers in it, and it feels really soft to touch it. It's so soft, and I think it's the perfect size to apply foundation. Now this brush is a multitasker. You can use it for your foundation, for your blush, for your bronzer, for your highlight, for your powder, and I believe concealer as well, but I'm not really sure because it's too big to go in here. But again, it's a multitasker, so it's really nice. And since it is densely packed, it is not going to absorb a lot of your product, so your foundation would last you for a really long time. So without wasting much time, let's get into the demo and first impressions. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more such videos, and also do give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And I also did a video on an interesting trick to cover your acne marks, so I put a link down below. You can check that out there. So now let's get into the demo. So I have already primed my face using the NELF Perfect Lighting Waterproof Foundation Primer. So for foundation, I'm going to use a mix of these two, my Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Foundation in Sun Beige and the Maybelline BB Cream in the shade Natural. So it's now time to go ahead with this brush and see how this works. So I'm actually just gliding it on my face, not really rubbing it or buffing it out. It's doing really well. It's applying my foundation really well. At the moment I cannot find any brush strokes or something like that on my face, which is really nice. So I've applied a single layer of foundation, and if you can see, there is no product on this brush, and which is really nice, and that means you can use your foundations for a very long time. It's not going to soak up a lot of product which happens with the beauty blender or with any other brush, which I really like. So the brush looks really clean and nice. It applied really well. I really love the way it went on my face, and I used a single layer of foundation and it gave a pretty good coverage. I'm really happy with the coverage. So I'll just add a little more and see how it looks. So I've applied the second layer of the foundation and I'm really happy with the result. It looks really nice and even and flawless. It makes my skin look like skin and not that I have layered up a lot of foundation, which I really like. Plus I do not see any brush strokes on my face, which is really good. I really like that. So if you can see, there are no brush strokes. It looks really even and nice. The foundation has worked really well, and the Fit Me foundation is not a full coverage foundation. It is a medium coverage foundation, but it looks really nice and good for every day. So first I'm just going to correct my under eyes using this MAC palette. This is the Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade medium, and I'm going to use the darker shade. Now to test it with the concealer, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade medium. So I'm going to make a triangle under my eyes. With the concealer, I feel it's a little tough because of the size of the brush to go really into those corners of the eyes. With the concealer, I really didn't like how it went till now, so I'm going to use my beauty blender to just finish off the under eye area. So now I'm going to try and bronze my face a little using the same brush, and I'm going to use this shade from the Tarte Showstopper palette. So I don't know if you can really tell, but the bronzer looks really nice and evenly blended. It has given a nice soft subtle bronzed glow to the face, which I really like. So for blush, I'm going to use the blush in the same palette. I think now you can clearly see that I have applied blush and it looks really nice and natural. I really love the way the blush came out. And I'm also going to highlight my face with the same brush, and I'm going to use this highlighter in the palette and just tapping this on the brush because I feel it picks up a lot of product. So I put it here and I'm just going to apply it on the high points of my cheekbones. And again, I'm going to set my face with the same Maybelline powder just to give a final blend to everything. So I'm done with my base, so I'll quickly finish up my eye makeup and I'll be back. So friends, I'm done with my entire makeup, and my eye makeup is really simple, and I use the shades from the same Tarte Showstopper palette. So overall, I am really pleased with this brush. I really like the way it can do so many things, and if you can see, after doing a lot of things, still the brush looks really clean. It has not soaked up any product. A little bit over here, that's it, but it has not soaked up a lot of product, which usually happens with other brushes. So I really like the way I used it, and it really worked with my blush, bronzer, highlighter, powder and everything. So it's really nice. I really like this brush. Now compared to my other brushes like a buffing brush or my beauty blender, I definitely do really like the beauty blender because it's amazing even for the concealer, which I didn't like this brush for. It was not that good with my concealer, but I really like the beauty blender. It does give a very nice airbrushed look. but this one is really amazing as well. It still, I feel it gives me a very nice airbrushed effect to the face. It doesn't make my face look cakey. I really like the way it applied everything so easily, seamlessly, and it blended really well with just the gliding motion. But overall, I am really happy with this brush. I think you must definitely give this a try. It's really amazing, and if you do give it a try, then do let me know your experience with this brush. So that's it for today's video. I hope you liked my first impression slash review and demo of this brush, and I hope to do more such videos in the future. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me, and also do like this video and give it a thumbs up, and I'll meet you soon in my next video.